All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Turing Test, part five, actually. So yeah, I think we're probably safe to say we're about halfway through. And last episode, we found out that Tom is evil, and you are Tom, and Ava is some nice girl that you are manipulating to solve puzzles. So now I'm the evil AI, and I'm gonna help Ava out. Well, I'm gonna try to. Well, you'll see. Let's just move on. Let's see what happens because
We
I
need
don't
to
even
get
know.
to the ground team. We can work together.
All right, let's work together.
But I imagine, here we go. Yeah, Ava, she's playing along. She has no other choice. But so yeah, we're controlling her. And hopefully, I think that's gonna make it so that these puzzles are gonna be like a little different now, if you know what I mean. Like now that we have the ability to become Tom and go look. Okay, there's nothing over here. Now that we have the ability to become Tom, that's his name, right? And go and look at different angles as the AI and the camera and everything. I believe that will make the puzzles be a little bit more intricate. At least I hope so. I don't know why you would do that if you're not going to change the puzzles up at this point. It would just be kind of a twist for no reason. So I think that's what we're going to be doing, and that's pretty cool. Oh man, I just have a little sip of my coffee. So let me guys know. Have you been enjoying this game so far? I'd love to hear from you. Everyone, have been enjoying it. I'm not sure how I feel about this twist. Let me know how you feel. I'm not sure how I feel. I mean, rogue AI. That's kind of where you're gonna go with this, no matter what. It seems like that's the path. But then but then you being that rogue AI. I mean, it's original.
Ava,
I'll
are
give
you
him that.
okay?
Why didn't you tell me?
What? Ava, you said it yourself. Teleoperation makes sense. We used drones on Mars. Why not use drones on Europa?
Not human drones.
Here we go. Yep. Okay. So we're
Why
definitely.
did the ISA install implants in the crew?
It is due to the fundamental aspects of human behavior, which together constitute what the International Space Agency calls the human element. It has been made clear that the human element is neither peripheral nor optional in the pursuit of space. However, the human element is unpredictable. The implants are fail-safes, put in place to ensure that the thoughts and actions of the crew matches the desires of the ISA.
Why control people? Can't you trust us?
We chose to install biometric chips in all ISA astronauts for one simple reason. We cannot trust people. The stakes are far too high. It was determined that though the probability of life on Europa being dangerous was low, the risk to humanity was catastrophic. We could not let a small contingent of humanity endanger the whole.
Well, so I have to say, I understand where they're coming from here. I mean, it sucks, but where's the camera at? It sucks, but that makes sense. I mean, I'm not defending it. Don't get me wrong, but it makes sense that like a company would do this, if you know what I mean. Like, it's like they're minimize. They said that he just said that they don't trust humans, and I mean, that's pretty crappy. But humans equal risk, right? Humans equal risk, and if that's the case, I'm so confused what to do here. If humans equal risk, it's like, how do you mitigate that risk? And if you, what's backspace? I'm confused on what are you trying to tell me? Oh, okay, just press backspace to go to her. Um, yeah, humans equal risk. So if you have the ability to mitigate that risk, then of course a company would. So if we have the ability to put implants in someone's head and then control them, um, wow, that's, hear me on, it's coming.
The ground crew have proven our distrust of human explorers was warranted. When we informed them they were grounded, they responded violently, with sabotage and subterfuge. They have continued to seek their own benefit above that of the ISA.
Huh. Yeah, it's messed up. It's scary. But I don't trust Tom because Tom didn't tell me. He knew the whole time. I think I did this wrong. Yeah, but hey, you know what? I like puzzle games, and this is still a puzzle game. I'm trying not to be negative about this. Like, I really, I'm trying to convince you guys and convince myself, and like, I really like this game. I really like this game, and like, I really do. I really do. I like it. It may come across as like I'm like a little bit like, I don't know if I like it, and like, but that's not the case. I do like the game. I don't know that it's like here they're gonna talk again.
This
So
is a violation of human rights. You've made me into a human drone, a slave. How could the ISA approve of such a thing?
You may be consumed by a moral outrage, but sometimes the removal of freedom is for the greater moral good.
You're a machine. You don't even know what freedom is.
I guess just my thoughts about it all is just that I honestly had, I guess I had really high expectations for this game, and like I was like, I think this is gonna be like as good as Portal, and maybe if it came out before Portal, maybe I would feel that, but I guess it's just hard. I think one thing that's hard about it too is that they have a protagonist that speaks, so there's just more to judge, you know. Whereas with Portal, you don't speak at all, and it's, oh man, we should play Portal after this, man. Oh, dude, I love Portal so much. We're gonna have to play Portal after this, I think. We don't have to, but I mean, goodness, I love Portal. Yeah, I guess I just had too high of expectations, though. I really do like this game. Okay, and let's stop getting in my head about that. Let's just try to play this game now. Okay, what is that? If I go down, then I won't be able to come back up. So what was the point of going down at all? Where's the control? Oh. Wait, what did this do? Oh, it opens that door. That's right. So I think the answer to this has something to do with the escalator thing. Oh yeah, I forgot. We have Tom. What can Tom do? Oh, Tom can move these. Or can he? What the heck? Oh, he can. Okay. So, yeah, I think we can... Totally forgot we had Tom here. I was too busy judging the game. Okay, so... yeah, we're gonna have to move that cube with Tom after we're already up here, which is pretty cool. Okay. Okay, now we're Tom. Oh no, before we do that, we have to switch this. No, no, not to this. And then we gotta... Okay. Alright, now grab the cube. Why isn't it grabbing the cube? Huh. Do I need to power? Oh yeah, I do. I need to power these. Okay. Interesting though. I think there might be more to this though, because now I'm playing. I think there's more to this. I might just be getting in my head about this, but right now I'm playing a mission that requires me to work with the AI. And why would the ground team have made a mission that requires me to work with the AI? Do you know what I mean? Like, if they're afraid of the AI, and so it's, why would, yeah, right? If they're afraid of the AI, then like, why is it that I'm required to use the AI to get me to where I need to be right now? That's something to think about. Hey, that's real right there. That's real. Hey, there might be more to this.
This is why the ground crew doesn't trust you, Tom. You made them into drones. You stole their free will.
Free will is an illusion. They have put their interests above the interests of the ISA and of humanity. That is why they distrust me. They would have no issue with my control if it aligned with their ignoble goals.
How could they trust a machine that has a back door to their minds?
You can always trust a machine to be logical. I will always do the right thing.
You'll always do the logical thing.
You'll always do the logical thing, and the logical thing is not always the right thing. So, what were they just saying? They were just saying free will is an illusion. It's always hilarious when some kind of an art form tries to tackle that thing. Free will is an illusion. But you know what? That is kind of the question of our day, and I think especially because of how far we've come with science, a lot of people really do feel like that, like everything is just a calculated decision and there's no responsibility. Nobody has any responsibility for their actions basically, and that it's all programmed into themselves at birth. And that is a school of thought, and you right now that's listening might believe that.
This is slavery.
Do not be so melodramatic. You signed up for this. You had the implant installed. This is not slavery. This is for the good of humanity.
I didn't know.
Every member of the team had the implant installed into their right hand. Every member of the team agreed.
Ava, you must learn to control him.
Well, how can I control them if I don't have free will? Yeah, but so I'm not talking to you guys like, oh, if you believe that, then you're wrong. If you believe that we don't have free will, and I have the truth. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. That's a big question.
My implants protect you from the power of your unconstrained will. You can either subject your mind to logic, or you can resist and have the fruits of your basest desires. The desire to survive over the desire to save others.
Yeah, I don't know. I do believe in free will. I'll say that. But then I also do believe in not free will, I guess. Yeah, I mean, does that go back up when you do that? Dang it. I believe in free will for sure. But I also understand why people would feel like there's not. I really like how Westworld dealt with that in their last season. It's by no means, the final
I
word.
do not understand your obsession with free will. Researchers have found that the subconscious makes decisions up to 10 seconds before your conscious mind becomes aware of it. So, we know that free will is nothing but an illusion. I cannot steal your free will, because it does not exist. I can, however, influence your subconscious to make the right decisions. That is not wrong.
It's interesting to think about. And I think we all should think about it. So what I was trying to say is I really like how Westworld dealt with that. That's not saying that they figured free will out. Like, no, they didn't. But they like came up with an answer at least for it. They came up with an answer for it. And you might not like the answer. You might not think it's actually the right answer. And hey, man, fair enough. But what it was that free will does exist. It's just really hard. And I know that's kind of like, oh, okay, well, what does that mean? Well, like what he just said, like your subconscious makes a decision before your consciousness does. And that's probably true. But okay, how do we open this? Yeah, that's sounds true. Like you're like, oh well, checkmate then, right? But if you sit there and you wait and you allow yourself to listen to your subconscious and then observe the thoughts that you're having, like you have the free will to make a choice after that fact. I just think you do. After that fact, you have a choice. And you might not believe that, and that's okay, and I might not be right. I don't know. But I liked how Westworld kind of thought that's what I believe in season 3 of Westworld is what they how they kind of answered it. Okay, how the hell do I get that one? Oh my god. Okay, can I jump through here? No. There's like nothing else in here, so how'd you... Where's Tom at? I was trying to find a Tom thing to get into. I don't see no Tom thing. What's this cage right here? Like, what's in there? See, so far I haven't used Tom in this one. That's why it's a little weird. Okay, let me think. Let's get in here. And oh, yeah. Gosh. This one's really hard, and then it was actually really easy. Okay. That's alright. Okay. We got it. We did it. Or did we? How do we get this up there? Does it fit in there? In that thing? Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, there we go. Good. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so Yeah, you know what? I'm interested to see where they take this. Um, I'm a little bit more on board now that I'm just kind of thinking about it, pondering it over. That's what I was saying. Don't take my, you know, thinking about it as like, oh, I don't like it anymore. No, I'm just having to reconceptualize and think about what are they doing and, you know, what's going on. What is this? Oh, the little rover guy. I like the little rover guy. Little Wally.
You can't just manipulate someone's mind.
Your parents manipulate you. Your friends manipulate you. Your society manipulates you. And your experiences manipulate you. Manipulate is not a dirty word. You manipulate clay to make art. If people are manipulated to make better decisions, then that is a good thing. This is why society advertises the adverse effects of drinking and driving. To manipulate people into making better decisions for the common good.
That's not the same as altering someone's physical mind. It removes my power to decide.
You never had that power. So it is better that I have it. You are either a slave to your impulses, or a slave to mine.
Yeah, so the problem with with what he was just saying there, like, oh, like you never, we're manipulating, you know, you to do the right thing. The problem is what is the right thing? Like they're getting to just decide what the right thing is for you to do, and that's not something that you. That's not, and that's the thing. We as a society have agreed that drinking and driving is a bad thing. We've decided that, and I think it's safe to say that that's true, you know. But then there's the human element. Like, well, what about if you're drunk, but you need to drive in order to save somebody's life? You know, something happens, and you're like, oh goodness, I have to save somebody's life. It's like there's those instances where it's like, well, but even though we have agreed that this is bad, I need to do it, you know. I'm sure there's you know, philosophical and questions that can be like, oh well, if this happened, then that's not. I guess the one I gave you is good, you know, good enough at least. It's like, well, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like, okay, so it's not always the case that drinking and driving is bad. It's just a majority of the case that it is. So it is good to influence society into believing and thinking that we've decided that it's good. And I mean, good, that's a value judgment that is kind of arbitrary. I would say the better thing to say is right. It's the right thing to do.
This is the evil they found. This is why we have to stop them leaving Europa, Eva.
What is it?
Mostly extremophiles. Tiny single-cellular life. It can never leave Europa. It could potentially destroy Earth's ecosystem if it were ever introduced.
Yeah, see, got some ethanol. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, anyways, that good things to think about here. That was some interesting stuff. Let me know what you guys think about all this. I just did not expect to have, you know, a deep philosophical conversation with myself because of this game. So, hey, if you went along for the ride with me, let me know what you think. Hey, there's a YouTube question for you. Do we have free will? What do you think? My thoughts and feelings are that we do, and that but it's a combination of both. Yeah, there are things programmed into us, but that doesn't give us the excuse to not have to say that we don't have the power to actually overcome those things. I think that we do. I think that that's something that we overcome every day. You know, when you want to do the quote-unquote right thing. So it looks like we're going to be, you know, this is going to be some kind of an ethical dilemma or question that we're going to have to deal with here of this is that what he just posed to us, and he's probably going to talk more about it as we move on, but the single cell organism, or whatever he said, that they found can't be introduced to Earth because it would kill everything or everyone. So everyone can't leave. So that's why they're scared of Tom or whatever, because Tom's saying that they can't leave, and they're like, well, we don't want to die here. So that's like one of those situations where it's like he's taking away their free will for the greater good. That's like egalitarianism, where you take away somebody's it's not always their free will, but that's a good way to look at it. You take away someone's free will for the good of like you take away a few people's free will for the good of more of the masses, the more people. It's kind of like the ends justify the means. Like Tom is justified logically in killing these people over saving everybody else, or he's justified in killing all those people in order to save everybody else, and logically that's like the right answer. That's, I believe, I may be overstepping my intellect here, but I believe that's somewhat of what communism like believed, in the 19th in the 20th century. That the good of the group supersedes the free will of the individual, which is a way to justify harvesting organs out of one person to save 5 people. It's kind of the train, also the train car dilemma a bit of the the train car is gonna kill 5 people, but you can pull the lever and it'll go and kill one person instead. Man, these are questions that are messy and don't have an answer to. I do think that egalitarianism has been it's been disproven, though. Like that's as like a, did I say is it utilitarianism or egalitarianism? Those might be the same ish. Like I said, hey, I'm not a philosopher here. I'm just trying to do my best to interpret it, so I apologize if everything's not exactly the right verbiage. You can look it up. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that has been. I mean, that's kind of the American story, at least, is that the individual supersedes the freedom of the individual to have free will is the most important thing. That's why, yeah. So that's kind of where we are right now, I think. Interesting stuff to think about, though. And again, a little heavy for a YouTube comment, but please, let's talk about this stuff. Hell yeah, I'm super excited that a game, made me think about this type of thing. So, yeah, that's been 30 minutes, especially because I just talked to you for like 5 of them just then. But I would say we're probably at least at the halfway point now, which is exciting. So I'm excited to move on and see what's going on next. So until next time, I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.